Lesson 3 looks at the future of IBW solutions. It's getting crowded out there, not only in complex enterprise spaces where tenants come and go, desk sharing becomes more prevalent, and the number of connected devices skyrockets. The spectrum driving that enterprise space is getting crowded too. To offer reliable, efficient, and most importantly, revenue-generating enterprise connectivity, building owners, managers, and architects are increasingly incorporating IBW solutions into their business strategies, and wisely so. IBW innovation is tracking with business priorities as well. The latest solutions offer simpler setups, greater performance, more capacity, and faster speeds than ever. While the remainder of this course will explore the latest IBW solutions and their ongoing evolution into greater detail, now is a good time to briefly cover the key technologies and architectures that are shaping the future of IBW solutions. One theme that will emerge throughout this course is the importance of understanding the enterprise space as the foundation of selecting the right IBW solution to support it. Of the many new and emerging IBW solutions we explore here, there's no magic bullet, no single solution that offers the best of all worlds in all situations. You will see that asking the right questions is a prerequisite to identifying the right solution. With that in mind, here are some of the fundamentals you need to know about the solutions driving the future of IBW. Voice over Wi-Fi, or VO Wi-Fi. VO Wi-Fi offers an unlicensed band alternative to traditional LTE-based IBW solutions. It uses the IP network to route voice calls with acceptable quality. A user's device must be designed to connect to this kind of network, and these devices are now entering the market in greater numbers. We explore this in more detail in Lesson 6. LTE unlicensed, LTE-U, and LAA. LTE-U uses the 5 GHz unlicensed bands used by Wi-Fi to move traffic on the network. In order to get the LTE signals onto the licensed macro network bands, it must be aggregated via License Assisted Access LAA to separate it from purely Wi-Fi data signals and move it onto a licensed operator's network. We explore this also in more detail in Lesson 6. Multifier. This unlicensed solution will not require the same integration processes as VO Wi-Fi and LTE-U, as it moves unlicensed IBW traffic to the macro network via an air interface. Small cells. Built like small versions of macro cell sites, this system of sectors covers an area and connects to its own base station, which is then integrated into an operator's network. We explore this in more detail in Lesson 5. And distributed antenna systems, DAS. These use licensed frequencies. They network of antennas linked to a head end allow LTE bands as well as other technologies like 2 and 3G to be carried directly to an on-site or off-site operator-owned radio source. We explore this in more detail in Lesson 5. IBW solutions all depend on a network of copper or increasingly common fiber optic infrastructure to support their antennas, access points, and other interfaces. In the past, most true IBW solutions have relied on RF cabling such as coaxial cable for its infrastructure. However, new technologies have simplified architectures that allow gigabit speeds, and sometimes much more than that, over simplified IT structured cabling. The advantages here are lower cost of the cable, lower cost of the labor to install it, and greater possibilities for different services to share a single, converged cable infrastructure. One element all IBW solutions have in common is the need to rapidly route traffic on and off the macro network of one or more operators. Since many of today's applications are data intensive, they consume a great deal of bandwidth. As a result, in most enterprise-sized deployments, this on-ramp can become very congested very quickly. To keep that on-ramp flowing smoothly, it's it's important to employ fibre as your backhaul solution. Or, if space or location won't allow, point-to-point microwave antennas to backhaul traffic onto the network. After all, it doesn't matter how fast your IBW solution is if it can't move traffic beyond your walls efficiently. Multi-gigabit speeds are absolutely critical and will only become more important as time goes on. While the IBW solutions we've covered here relate to 4G LTE networks, it's a fair question to ask about where 5G will take us. As of this date, 5G standards have not been formalized, and there is no one universal specification. However, the projected performance targets of 5G do provide some insight as to which IBW solutions will be poised to take advantage of the next generation of wireless networks. Again, fibre-based backhaul and high-end IT cabling will figure strongly in 5G-ready solutions. CommScope's ION-E DAS solution, for instance, operates on Category 6A cabling and supports the 1 gigabits per second speeds needed by 5G. Other IBW solutions are also expected to evolve into 5G-capable variants over time. The race between demand and solutions continues to accelerate. With fibre-based architectures, 5G on the horizon, and a number of ways to deploy a quality IBW solution, it seems that the technology has regained the upper hand over skyrocketing demand for the moment. While it's important to keep one eye on the future, there's little doubt that you need an IBW solution that is ready for today too. In the next chapter, we explore the various technologies available to help you cover the wireless gap in your enterprise space.